There are so many fighters in the UFC. There are so many good matchups in the UFC. And there's a lot that I want that just absolutely make no sense. Absolutely, why would these two people fight each other? Why would this person be put in that position? No other reason that I want it to happen. So that's what I'm doing. I'm talking about the fights that make absolutely zero sense. Absolutely, why would this fight ever happen other than just for my amusement? These, if I was the guy, the fucking thumbs up, thumbs down guy, and I get to choose the Coliseum fights, these are the fights I'm choosing. Starting off with the first one, which is my favorite, which is, I think is the funniest one. Ilia Topuria. You want to move to welterweight? You don't want to get a defense at lightweight? All right, cool. You know, you got my blessing. You kiss the ring, you bend the knee, whatever. You go. Gain those extra 15 pounds to your 5'2" body, size 6 feet. And let's see you fight Michael Morales or Carlos Prates. Get that one win over a top 5 person, and then you could get the title against Islam Makhachev. Let's see it. Let's see this 5'2" man going through a divorce, might lose a child, might get prison time if he actually did beat his woman. Hopefully he didn't. I don't want a woman to be beat. Let's see that guy, a 5'2" man, a little short king. Let's see him fight a 6'2" monster. And Michael Morales, Shavkat Rakhmonov, or Ian Gary. Imagine Ian Gary 6'4". Dude, his legs and his fucking leg height is in reaches longer than fucking Ilia Topuria is tall. How funny. Well, it might not be funny. If you're a big fan of Ilia Topuria, it might not be funny. I think the visual alone would be hilarious. Not that long ago, I think a reporter, I don't remember who, asked Alexander Volkanovski if he will go to heavyweight or light heavyweight and fight Alex Pereira. He said, sure, for the money, right? And I think this is the same thing. I think there's a short king fighting a scary motherfucker. And you know what? Ilia Topuria talks so much shit about how his power translates to welterweight. All right, let's see it. Prove it. Whip it out. I want to see your power right in front of me. Let's do it. Let's bring Ilia Topuria at welterweight. Let's see him try to KO or get KO'd by some tall motherfuckers, right? All right, next fight that I think would be fun to watch. This one is a little, it's just a missed opportunity. But I'm also just talking about people who are actively fighting right now. I'm not talking about like how I want to see Islam Makhachev versus Habib or GSP. I'm talking about people who are fighting right now. This one is Alexander Volkanovski versus Charles Oliveira. At one point in time, they were both champs. They were both right near each other. Imagine a world if Alexander Volkanovski moved up before Makhachev became the champ. That would have been so much. Who would have won, Oliveira or Alexander? I think Alexander Volkanovski might have won that fight. He has a short neck, short guy, hard to choke out. Same reason I think Oliveira had problems choking out Chandler. Just low ball on muscle. Same thing with Arman. Low ball on muscles are hard to choke out. They have no neck. I try to choke on my brother. My hand, the space around his neck is smaller than my forearm. So how am I going to choke that out? Same thing with Alexander Volkanovski versus Charles Oliveira. I think both superstars. I think people didn't like Alexander Volkanovski yet. They liked him after the Islam Makhachev fight. So it wasn't probably going to happen. I'm sad it didn't happen. But even now, if Alexander Volkanovski wants to move up to lightweight again, I wouldn't mind him fighting Charles Oliveira. I don't think it's going to happen. But I would still love to see it. I would be fucking scared because I don't want either one of them to lose. Maybe we shouldn't have it. But I think it would have been a fun fight. I think it would have been nothing but honor and love in that ring. And I think that's cool. Next fight is Israel Adesanya versus Jiri Prochazka. Let me tell you this. Fun. I think Israel Adesanya, since losing his belt, I think he's been having fun fights. I thought he had a fun fight against DDP, and I thought he had a fun fight against Ismavov before getting knocked out. Jiri Prochazka always brings that pressure, always brings that fight. I just saw the Calvin Gastelum versus Israel Adesanya Hall of Fame fight. If you don't know what I'm talking about, there's a video down in the description below, or maybe there's a card out here or something like that. I saw it. I freaked out. It was an amazing fight. When someone could bring the fight like Alex Pereira did, like Calvin Gastelum did, to Israel Adesanya, he fights back. And you know what? Jiri's going to bring that out of him. And it's going to be such a fun fight. I don't know about now. But at 205, Israel Adesanya, let's say he bulks up, like he gets a little bit more of that tit sag, right? And he meets up there. Jiri Prochazka doesn't weigh too much. He weighs 209 on fight night. Israel Adesanya, if he gets bulkier, gets bigger, let's see that fight. Let's see the chaos. I think there's 2 crashing cars of excitement. It's just so much. Ooh, it's just exciting. It tickles me, man. It tickles me. It gets me going. All right, next fight. Again, Israel Adesanya versus Kevin Holland. There was a time and place where that fight could have happened. Maybe not. Maybe not. It would have never happened because Kevin Holland never was that high up in the rankings. But just 2 lengthy brothers trying to get at it. I'm saying brothers with respect. Hopefully no one gets offended at that. But these 2, like, and the press conference would have been fun because there was genuine beef there from Kevin Holland because, you know, his sensitive ass ego was like, I think he said hi to Israel Adesanya, and Israel Adesanya tried to big dog him and then say hi back or something like that. And you know how easy it is to get riled up. You know how easy it is to get Kevin Holland riled. Jesus fucking Christ. You know how easy it is for Kevin Holland to get riled up. He took that personally and he got emotional. He was about to show him that 45-70. I think that fight would have been good. I think it would have been fun. Kevin Holland, he's not gonna be fighting up. He lost to D-Rod, and D-Rod's in federal prison, you know. He's out here having courtyard fights now. Like, I don't think it's going to happen. I think Israel Adesanya wouldn't fight Kevin Holland. I don't think Kevin Holland is really that much invested in middleweight anymore. Israel Adesanya is getting old. He's a legend. He's retiring sooner than later. I don't think he's going to reach that fight with Kevin Holland. I don't think Kevin Holland really deserves it. Nonetheless, I think it'll just be fun. I think it's a fun fight. Next fight. This one, again, another fight that is kind of too late to happen. I would not want to see it again, but maybe it tickles my brain, that part of my brain, to see what would have happened. Alex Pereira versus Robert Whittaker. Robert Whittaker was top, scariest motherfucker, right? Not the most imposing like Alex Pereira did, but at middleweight, going up, he still didn't have that much grappling. He was working with Glover, but if he met Robert Whittaker instead of Sean Strickland there, what would have happened? We might have not had that Izzy versus Alex 1 or 2. We wouldn't have that crazy fucking finish from the KO. I'm a big Alex Pereira fan. I can't watch that KO, but that KO is so good. It is so dominant. It's just a fame inducing. It was just so good, so crazy, that storyline. And if it ended early from Robert Whittaker, maybe this fight is a good thing it didn't happen. But even now, I think about Robert Whittaker having an interview talking about going to 205, which he shouldn't do. At his I forgot what the podcast calls, but the one he has with some the gamer guy that they do after pay-per-views, right? I thought the fight would have been fun. I think it would have been cool. I want to see what tools and what tricks of the crafty vet Robert Whittaker would have done to beat Alex Pereira. Even now, I mean, now it's a little too late because Alex Pereira probably has way better defense than he did earlier on, especially in middleweight. But I think that it just tickles my brain of like, what if? How would he solve this puzzle? I wonder what it would have been. But right now, it's just like a what if. I think it's a little too late, but I think it's a fight that it's never going to happen. But I kind of want to see it. I want to see how Robert Whittaker, who I'm a big fan of, problem solve it. And if he can just take Alex Pereira down. And again, these are just active fighters I'm talking about. Another fight I would have loved to see is DC versus Alex Pereira. But we're not talking about that. All right, next fight. And honestly, you could give Jiri Prochazka anybody. You could give Jiri Prochazka anybody in the roster, even fucking bantamweights, and it would have been a good fight. It's going to be a smoke show. Alex Pereira with a bantamweight will still lose the first 2 rounds just to get a fucking finish in the 4th. It would have been fucking amazing. But this time, right now, DDP versus Ilia Topuria. Tell me that's not a motherfucking banger. Tell me that's not amazing right now. If you agree or disagree, like and subscribe, please. Because DDP, his goofiness with Ilia Topuria, unorthodox and weird fucking angles and his random jumps, they just clash in such a fucking clown car of a way where you don't know what is coming out, how many cons are going to come out, or if there's going to be balloons, or maybe a pair of underwears comes out from the trunk that are endless. Like, it's just a fun fight. These are fun fights that are never going to happen, but I want them to happen because, why not? I think it would have been great. And also DDP versus Khalil Roundtree. I think they're around the same height, around 6'1". Just 2 balls of muscle, just fucking haymaker. I think that would have been fun too. It's just like you're watching literally 2 fucking just bodybuilders who actually are kind of skilled, just fucking try to put each other's lights out. Just chaos in the middle of the ring. I think that would have been fun. Another fight. This one is also kind of funny. Ilia Topuria. I don't know why Ilia Topuria I want to test him so much, but I want to give him Jack Hermanson at welterweight. Think about it. Jack Hermanson got grazed in the ear by Orobai and got Got fucking knocked the fuck out. Absolutely down from a ear flick. What can Ilia Topuria do? That's the real question. What can Ilia Topuria do? I almost guarantee you Jack Hermansson's chin is more deteriorated and weaker and easier to knock out than like Justin Gaethje, than Paddy Pimblett, and even Charles Oliveira or Alex Holloway. Let's see him explode a jaw. Let's see him explode a chin by the biggest guy we could give him. I think that would be like a fucking crazy fight. Like one of those fight circus fights that I'm like, oh my God, I think I might go Ilia Topuria. 5'2" Ilia Topuria versus what? 6'1", 6'2", Jack Hermansson? Jack Hermansson looks massive next to Orobai. Let's see if Ilia Topuria could actually reach the chin, or does he need a step ladder? I think that's just a stupid ass fight that I actually really enjoy. Another one, I knew I wasn't gonna bring legends back. I said we should keep them away. No, goodbye, right? Before this one time, let's bring him out of retirement. Let's see Alex Pereira versus Anthony Smith. Look, Anthony Smith was top 10. He was fighting Reyes, and I honestly feel if he beat Reyes, he might have gotten a random fucking title shot against Alex Pereira right before Khalil Rountree got it, because Khalil Rountree got it at 7 or 6 or something like that. Anthony Smith was at 10, and then he was fighting, I think, number 9 or 8, Dominic Reyes, but say he got a little jump extra, a little Paddy Pimblett jump. He would have been 6 or 7 too. Fucking 6 or 7. He would have been 5 or 7. He could have gotten the title shot, especially because at that moment, Khalil Rountree self-reported some PEDs in his results, and he got like 6 month suspension, right? Let's say that suspension was still in play, and the hands are tied by the UFC. Cool, Anthony Smith. You got to get a shot. Is he gonna Vito Petrino, Alex Pereira, where he gets him in the fucking random ass guillotine, or is he this man finally gonna get fucking chin and put out bad, and then we gonna compare John Jones versus Anthony Smith and Anthony Smith versus Alex Pereira and see who did it better? I wanna see it. Just to also shut the fuck up, Anthony Smith. Shut the fuck up, man. One of those. This man would probably get chin by Alex Pereira and said, it's fine. I know in 5 years, I tested myself, but in 5 years ago, I knew I could beat that. I knew where I was 5 years ago. I know where Alex Pereira is now, and I know where I am now. But in 5 years ago, I could have beat that. I want this motherfucker. I want to hear what on paper, on what he would have. I want to see the cope from this piggy-looking face, man. I want to see what he has to say. And that's it. I hope you guys like this video. Hope you like and subscribe too. Let me know down below, what are the most random matchups? Do you want to see like Cub Swanson versus Diego Lopez? Do you want to see fucking Kiori Horiguchi versus Joshua Van? Or I don't know what your brain holds. Just let me know down below. Make sure to enjoy your day and have a great week. Besides that, I'm Bree, MMA. Hope you enjoyed this one. Bye.